Kenyans, I want to ask something. Do you think that our president is okay? Just look at the behavior of our president. We understand in every human being, there is a part of cruelty, evil, and sometimes there is some empathy, hata kama ni kidogo. We understand the world's most cruel presidents, they had some time of empathy somewhere. At least they showed some remorse somewhere. But when I look at our president, current president of Kenya, the way he's behaving, the words, the ignorant, he does not even need the characteristics of an evil person. I don't know how to place him. I don't know. Because kituna understand, someone can be cruel at some times, can be evil at some times, but there is a place where they go and break it together and come together, and they're going to show some empathy. Even if they're going to show an empathy for them to get something, but you will see a line of empathy. I want to remind you about something. Do you remember the time of Uhuru? Uhuru, most of the time, he will come to the podium with papers of speeches. But he will read one or two speech paragraphs, and at the end of the day, he will disqualify other speeches. Sometimes we have seen him jumping from one speech to another speech or not reading the speech at all. Why? Because there are some things, if you become a public speaker and you know how to, you master the skills of public speaking, there are some things you cannot say in public. And most dictator presidents, they have mastered one skill. They take during the night and give it during the day. That is what they have mastered. That is one skill of the business people, the most successful business people. They are cruel. The most successful business people, they are cruel. They are evil. Sometimes they do business and it's not all legit. Sometimes it's evil inside it. But they have mastered one skill. They give during the day and they take during the night. That means there is something that they cannot do it in public. You can slap them in public, but they're not going to slap you back. They're going to laugh and handle you well, while they know where they're going to get into your nerves. Now, our president, we know he has a habit of running his mouth. He does not know where to talk what and where not to talk. And sometimes when I look at my president, sometimes he talks for the sake of talking. He does not talk to make a point. Because if he talks to make a point, angalia a lot of his campaigns, it's about his ignorance. He wants to portray how powerful he is. And he wants people to wake up and start fearing him without showing the results of him fearing. Do you remember the speech when he was asked? There was a boy who was at a Reject Finance Bill demonstration. That guy was shot 7 to 12 times. When he was asked, like a president who has never mastered the skill of public speaking, he said that, is he alive? That is a very cruel statement as a president. Juzi akikuwa mkutano Mumias, he spoke very arrogantly. It's like he does not recognize that we are the ones who are voting. He recognizes the people who elected him and the ones who are going to stop him from running the second office is the people in the government, not us. So he does not care. And that is why, for this government, for the first time in my life, I've seen the president who ambaye amekampeniwa. Watu wamemkampenia hapa chini. Now when it's time to make his decision, he does not think about the normal mwananchi down there ambaye alimkampenia. Ni aibu gani atapata, ni jina gani atapata. Alichukua position akawaweka juu ya meza without recognizing down there is someone who fought for me. I must give that person a respect. I must give that person a ground to stand. Whenever I'm doing this and whatever I'm doing where I am right now, there is someone somewhere who sings and sleeps on my song. And that person who prizes me, I have to give that person dignity to blend in, to be in, and to be able to talk about my name. Ruto did not think about that. Or what he saw is the money. The opposition, they were buying those seats. Is the money what he was going to get? And do you know the worst of the leaders? Even if you are in your office, even if you are leading from anywhere you are, any leader who does not put his team first, the feeling, the hard work of their team, that leader has no right of leading anyone. Exactly. Because if you are a leader, you require your team not to be blind loyalists. You require your team to be working. The people who are going to tell you off, the people who are going to tell you things are not okay and you're going to take it. The people who are going watakukosoa, wakuambie this is not it. But majority of our African leaders, when they are voted, when they are in the office, whatever you are, you want to be given a respect of a king and you need a blind loyalist who is going to tell you lies until it cooks you up or it gets to you, is when you are going to know. Blind loyalists, they are very bad for people who want to move ahead. But Kenyans, the ones who are campaigning and the ones who want to campaign and the ones who want to go into politics, the government of Ruto has taught you something, that having a blind loyalist can cook you. And sometimes, if you miss to rectify your mistake, the country is going to have you for dinner. So that is how it is. So whatever you are creating outside there, if you are a politician, don't entertain blind loyalists. Form a team which will tell you the truth. Form a team who are not scared to face you and tell you how things are, because that is the only way for you to succeed. Because if you're going to play bossy and you want a respect of an headmaster while you don't know how to run things and you don't want the truth, my friend, that team is going to have you for dinner and for breakfast also. So be mindful where you're leading.